Good morning, all of you wonderful and amazing souls. So glad you could make it this morning. If you're listening on or watching on YouTube, we're so glad that you found us. Today, we are going to be discussing karma, which is kind of an interesting conversation. So I'm looking forward to that conversation. And so we'll go ahead and get started in our service. The beginning is first our welcome. Welcome to Nakama Center. We are Nakama Center, a spiritual center on Shekinah Farm. And we thank you for being here. Hang on, I need to pause for just a minute. So, So we're thankful that you could be here today. Nakama is a Hebrew word for comfort and consolation. And our goal is to provide comfort to those who are seeking restoration in a safe place to authentically seek your truth and find your journey. Shekinah, the name of the farm, is a Hebrew word for the surrounding presence of the divine source or the surrounding presence of God. We are a 508c1a faith-based organization with a 501c3 in process. Our faith in a divine source, community, and plant-based sacraments stem from prehistoric and ancestral practices and personal experiences of our modern members. The source has provided plant-based sacraments and are one of the greatest creations that nature offers, raising our awareness to the divine so that we can access a direct connection to the source of all life. It is our sincere belief that that the consumption of sacred medicines is a communion which brings us closer to what is commonly called God. We understand this concept as pure consciousness and energy which permeates all beings. This pure consciousness is, we believe, the ineffable source of creation and the origin of health and well-being. Our vision and mission is to provide a sacred and safe place for connection of community and support of mental, physical, spiritual ascension to the divine in all creation. We believe that all life needs comfort and connectivity to achieve restoration. By having a sacred and safe place, people can fashion their own spiritual journey. Nakama Center is a safe and private setting that provides guidance and integration for those seeking spiritual restoration. We are bringing people together for healing and connection to the divine and to divine revelation through community and communion with sacred medicines. We ask you to please mute your mic, as our first part of the service will be recorded. It will last approximately 30 minutes, and we will post it on YouTube for community viewing. We will begin with a short guided meditation followed by readings to facilitate our journal prompt and the discussion following the service. We will also have announcements, updates, and community news. So we invite you now to find a comfortable space to settle in and be present as we begin our service with our opening prayer. Just as the colors of the rainbow unite to make one light, God far above and God deep within, the divine and Shekinah unite in community. Transcendence unites with immanence, one and one becoming one. We join together in community, together reflecting the divine's splendor. We are the colors of the rainbow, uniting to make one light. The glorious holy throne is here where we meet, ready for the divine to rest upon us. This sacred place uplifts us. Here where electrons dance and the interplay of being and nothingness draws our hearts together, binary code flickering through space, making us present to each other and to the irradiance of this day. We crown this day from below, and she enfolds us in new supernal souls, so that our service will be blissful and praiseful, joyful and radiant, as with shining faces we approach our prayer. Let's take a few moments to breathe and communicate individually with the divine as we are comfortable. While we're still in this mindfulness centered state, I invite us all to place our hands on our heart as we take a few moments to send loving intention to our ancestors and the divine for healing through community, sacrament, spiritual awakening, and to all who cultivate or consume the sacred plants. Without the Creator, communion of our members, and these sacred gifts, this community would not exist. The healing done by the Creator through community and sacraments is not limited only to those times when we commune and consume, but extends into all aspects of our lives and spreads like a mycelium around our world. It is through intention and attention that we call forth the healing power of the divine, of the sacrament, and the community that have formed around our common understanding. Let us use our ever-expanding awareness to bring greater peace and healing to our world. Let us radiate gratitude from our hearts to our Creator, to our community, and to those who cultivate the healing plants. For these gifts impart healing to those who commune with love and sincerity. We become aware of the oneness of life, the knowing that we live in all things and all things live in us. Let us apply this understanding to all of our relationships and aid us in our journey as members of the human family. Today, our topic is cosmic justice and energetic reciprocity, or karma. So today we're going to hear from many sacred texts as well as learned scholars on this topic. We believe that no single text holds all truth. And so today this will be where our discussion will lead us. We will have an opportunity to journal, and then at the end, after the camera is, the recording is turned off, we will have an opportunity to have a discussion. All right, so I will read our readings and give us a time for reflection. Wayne Dyer stated, how people treat you is their karma. How you react is yours. Chen-Ning Chu stated, the universe does not carry debt. It always returns what you give. Mahatma Gandhi stated, your beliefs become your thoughts become your words become your actions become your habits become your values, and your values become your destiny. Edwin Hubble Chapin said, every action of our lives touches on some chord that will vibrate in eternity. So we're going to take a few minutes to reflect on our feelings, thoughts, and ideas that this brought up for you, that these readings brought up for you. And again, we will have the opportunity to explore what we journaled during our discussion following the service. I'll go ahead and let you look at these as you're journaling, and we will listen to some music. All right. Please wrap up your thoughts as we move into the next portion of our service. All right. The next section of our reading is specifically sacred texts, and we also have a section of, so we have 2 pages of reading today, which we'll divide another page. This first one is on sacred texts, and the second one is indigenous and cultural traditional beliefs. So this section. In Christian belief, Galatians 6:7, for whatever a man sows, that shall he also reap. In Buddhism, the Dhammapada 127 states, not in the sky, nor in the midst of the sea, nor by entering into mountain caves, nowhere in the world is there a place where one may escape from the results of evil deeds. In Islam, the Quran 17:7 tells us, if you do good for yourselves. If you do evil, you do it against yourselves. And in Judaism, Proverbs 22:8 tells us, they who sow injustice will reap calamity. Our second reading from ancient philosophers or proverbs in different cultures. A man's character is his fate. This is ancient Greek wisdom. The axe forgets, but the tree remembers. This is an African proverb about justice and our consequences. The footprints of the past shape the path of our future. This is a Native American wisdom. If you dig a pit for others, you might fall into it yourself, a Russian proverb. And when the wind blows, the grass bends. This is a Chinese proverb or Taoist thought about what consequences. So we'll take the next few minutes to write what is coming up for us in these readings and have an opportunity to discuss them later in our discussion. A little upbeat music there. Go ahead and wrap up your thoughts as we move into the next portion of our service. Our announcements, we have a new moon releasing and renewal ceremony coming up on the 27th, Thursday, the 27th of February. Very excited about that. It starts at 6 o'clock. We'll be on Chicana Farm. Please start planning for that opportunity. It is free. It will only be about an hour and 15 minutes, the full ceremony, but we're looking forward to that. It will be rain or shine. It won't matter. We will have it one way or the other. And so please, please, please share with friends and come and join us for that. There's no limit to the number of people that we have coming. We also have a workshop coming up on, I think it's the 2nd of March. It is kind of a Zen and a soul activity workshop. We will be doing rock wrapping and a sand tray activity to help us pull out the inner thoughts and psyche and explore our innermost selves. So please be aware. Also, there was an incorrect time on the Discord group for our meetings. It is not at 9:30. It is at 10:30. Those of you that have figured that out are here. And so I went ahead and made changes to that so that people could get here on time and not be an hour early wondering where we were. Let's see. I think that's it. We are still looking for people to come help. I think today some people are coming out to help with foundation for our bell tent, and so we'll be working on that today. So if anybody wants to come out, it's a little bit cold, but you're welcome to come out and help if you want. Warm up by breaking pallets and hammering. Okay. Thank you, everyone who has been helping out. We really appreciate all of the work that you've been doing. We have a membership. It's $10, $20 or $30 monthly automatic payment. You're welcome to find that information on our website at nakamacenter.org to help us to continue in our ministry to provide. We will also be partnering with another organization to bring a solstice an equinox activity. It will be a camp out this spring. It will not be on our property. It will be on a different property, but we will be partnering for that event, and I'll get more information out in the Facebook page and on the website, as well as continue to announce it here and more information as we get it. All right. It's our closing. With all hearts and minds calm and ready to close. Our divine, we come before you broken and in need of healing. You are our true guide and creator. Act benevolently toward us for the sake of your holy nature. Renew our mind. Provide for us a good week. Remove from us all harsh decrees. Annul the intentions of our enemies. Foil the plans of our foes. Wipe out every oppressor and adversary from against us, and close the mouths of our accusers. Remove pestilence, sword, famine, captivity, and destruction from us. Withhold any plague that pursues us. Pardon and forgive all our injustices. Blot out and remove our indiscretions from before your eyes. Erase all the records of our indebtedness. Bring us to you in wholeheartedness and sincerity. Send a complete healing to the sick. Shred the evil decreed against us, and remember us with your favor. We've come together with intentions of service to the land and all of its inhabitants. It is in our hearts to go forth into the world with a collective consciousness. We encourage you to stay for continued fellowship and conversation around our readings today. And for those unable to stay, we thank you for being with us and wish you a great week ahead. As we further our conversation, please remember that all perspectives are welcome as we search for the spiritual truth that unites us all. Please remember that we are not a medical or therapeutic organization. Statements made by the moderator or members of Nakama are their own. We are here discovering and exploring with you. Thank you for joining us this week. Join us again next week. May peace go with you, and have a good week.